y'all doing today? It's Dippin' Boomer back again. It's been quite a while. It's been over a year since my last video, and I hope to be keeping up with it more often now. I'm going to try and keep videos coming out once a week, maybe more often, but I'm going to try and at least get once a week at the most. And if I can get my fan base built up quicker, I'll start doing maybe twice a week, maybe 3 times a week. It just depends on how my fan base goes. Today we are dipping on some Grizzly Premium Dark Wintergreen. I don't know if you can see that really well in the glare, and yeah. I don't have a mud jug to spit in. I've lost all of my mud jug. A couple of them have vanished. One has been stolen, and yada yada. I used to have 4 or 5 of them, and now I have none. I'm pissed. But, oh well. I'll always get more later. But for now, spitting in an outdoor can. Realtree outdoor energy drink can. So, before we get too far into this video, how about we pack us a hog leg. Today we have quite an interesting topic to talk about that I know stirs up a lot of anger or a lot of frustration in a lot of people because they don't like it or whatnot. And that topic is marijuana, ganja, cannabis, weed, whatever you want to call it. But that's the topic for today. I want to know y'all's input on it. I want to know how you feel about it, whether you think it should be legalized or not, whether you think it should be available to the general public to use and whatnot. So leave me comments below and give me your input on it and whatnot. I will try to respond to the comments. But marijuana refers to the dried leaf, flowers, stems, or seeds of a hemp plant. And cannabis, hemp, THC, it varies from person to person how it affects them. It varies on the THC content of the plant, how it's harvested, how it's grown, what is used to grow it, and other shit like that. It has very good uses, a lot of health effects and a lot of health treatments that is used for marijuana. There's a lot of people smoke different ways. There's a lot of different ways to smoke it. You can roll it into a joint. You can smoke it out of a pipe or a bong. You can make blunts out of a cigar wrap or a cigar. And smoking it. You can create it into a butter and bake it into brownies or cookies or cakes or whatever and eat it that way, and they're called edibles. You can make teas, you can get the extracts, the oils, you make honey out of it, butter out of it, all sorts of different stuff. It it just varies from person to person how it affects them. It alters your senses, your sense of time, changes your mood. And it says it impairs body movement. I don't believe that one though. Impaired memory. Nah. It has a lot. There could be a lot of physical effects to it. You could get breathing problems from it, as you would get from like smoking a cigarette or smoking a regular cigar. Can also cause breathing problems. So there's that. It can increase your heart rate. A lot of different stuff. It can cause paranoia in certain people and whatnot. And there's lots of different strains out there. A lot of people say marijuana is a gateway drug. I honestly don't believe that. I don't think marijuana is a gateway drug. I've used it in the past. I am over the age of 21. In my state, it is legal for recreational use for anybody over the age of 21. I believe that marijuana is not a gateway drug. I have never wanted to try any other drugs personally after using marijuana. I can't say that that's true for everybody though, because there are people that have used other drugs after using marijuana to get a better high, which I don't consider smoking marijuana or eating it through an edible or whatever. I don't believe that that is getting high. You're getting stoned. And I want to know what your guys' opinion is on that as well. What do you think about it? What do you think about it being a gateway drug? What they say about that? A lot of people say marijuana is addictive. It can be for some people. Like right here, I'm looking at something right now, and it says research suggests that 30% of users may develop some degree of problem use, which can lead to dependence, and in severe cases, takes the form of an addiction. Nah. I don't know. I never got addicted to it. Says people who begun using marijuana before age 18 are 4 to 7 times more likely than adults to develop a problem use. That could be, but I also believe that it's also how your personality is. Now, there are a lot of good uses for medical uses for marijuana that there's been talk that it can cure cancer, or it can cure a lot of shit that people didn't know before. But I think that it can be a very good medical drug other than prescription synthetic drugs that are made in a laboratory, like the ones you get from your doctor. Those are all made in a laboratory. I don't like them. I honestly think you're more likely to get addicted to those than you would be marijuana. But like I said, it varies from person to person. Let me know in the comments below if you yourself have used it in the past or currently use it. Let me know about medical treatments you've heard about with it and whatnot. But other than that, I don't think it's a bad thing. It comes from the ground. It grows from the ground just like a tree or just like a bush or whatever. It's natural in nature. It grows naturally in nature. I don't think it is a bad thing. Honestly, I think it would be better if all states were to legalize it. I only know of a few states that have legalized it. Washington has been one of them. Oregon. Is another one. And then Colorado. Okay, 25 states and the District of Columbia currently have laws legalizing marijuana in some form. We have Washington, Oregon. Washington is legalized for medical and recreational use. Oregon, medical and recreational. California is only medical. Nevada is only medical. Arizona, New Mexico, Montana, Minnesota, Michigan, Illinois, Louisiana, and most of the northeastern states have all legalized it for medical use. And Hawaii has legalized it for medical use. Alaska, Colorado, Oregon, and Washington are the only ones currently that have legalized it for medical and recreational use, which means anybody in that state can legally go to a store, buy it, and smoke it without a medical card. So let me know where you're at. Let me know if it's legalized there. I know in Washington, you can have, I think you can legally carry an ounce with you, and you can legally possess in your home, I think it's 4 ounces. Oregon, you can possess up to an ounce in public, and you can only have 8 ounces in your homes. And that was to take effect of July 1st, 2016. That has already passed. It is now August 8th. Well, August 9th when this video goes up. And that is that. So I want to know how y'all feel about recreational marijuana or medical marijuana and your feelings on it. So let me know. Comments below. Also, leave me some comments about what I should talk about in my next video. I will try to get a next video up sometime in the next week or so. So I can keep going and get back into it, because it has been a while since I've made a video. I've been doing a lot of shit lately, and I really haven't had the time to sit down and make a video until now. So give me some comments on what I should do in my next video, what I should talk about, what not, and so forth. Let me know. Just let me know. And another thing, I'm still trying to get to 1,000 subscribers or 10,000 views. If I can get either one of those in the next, let's say 6 months to a year, I will do a full 10 of your choice. If I cannot find it, I will get a random one and do a random full 10 video. I have done a couple of them in the past. I will leave links in the description below. You can go check those out. I will leave a link in the description below of my current video, or my current last video that I did, which was rants and raising my Confederate flag. You guys can take a look at that too if you want. So I think that's all about I've got to talk about in this video. So I will talk to y'all next time. Keep packing fatties and spitting black. Stay redneck.